Hi boys and girls. So on your homework on page 16 and 17, there's some little cards called STEM Design Challenges. And it's really cool because they're a time for you to get creative, and we all like getting creative, right? So there's quite a few different challenges on there, those little cards. There's create a maze for marbles using materials you have at home. Anything you have, making little ramps and stuff for marbles. Pretty cool. Design a structure that balances on your hand. That would be pretty cool to see. And build something that floats. Wait a second. That's the one I want to do. There's a whole bunch of cool challenges on there for you. You choose the one that you think sounds most fun and that you have the type of materials to do. But the one I want to show you an example of is building something that floats. The main reason why is just recently I got a little kiddie pool. Set it up, stomping around in it with my flip-flops, and one of my flip-flops kind of came off and it started to go up to the top and started floating, and it was pretty cool to see. And it got me thinking about how some things float and some things sink. I wanted to know more, and now that this assignment is around, I want to start trying out some other things and seeing what sinks and what floats. Sounds pretty cool. You choose the one that works for you. I'm going to show you an example of building an item that floats. Okay, boys and girls, we are about to hypothesize, which means take a really good guess on whether or not we think these items will float or sink when they are put into water. Let's start with this leaf. What do you think? Is it gonna sink or float? Take your guess, and here we go. There we go, it's floating. Next item, the cotton ball. Sweet little soft little cotton ball. Oh, it's also floating. Wonder if when it gets really wet, what it will do. We'll see here in a little bit. How about this empty Easter egg? What do you think? Sink or float? What's your hypothesis? Okay, next one. Crayon. I'm kind of not sure. Let's take a look. Straight to the bottom, just like that. How about this nice eraser? What do you think it's gonna do? Oh, I didn't know it'd go that quick. How about this carrot? What do you think it's gonna do? Sink or float? I thought, oh, well that was a tricky little one, wasn't it? It went straight down and now it's floating. And last one of this set. Oh, it's a big piece of wood. Oh my goodness, it's floating and it's so big. Okay, that's that part. So for part of the STEM Design Challenge, my son actually decided to join me as I built my item that would float. We did two different options of building materials. First, we started with Legos and these little building blocks. My son built this one. He's curious on if it will actually float because he knows there's holes down there, but it is a material that might float, so we will see. And here's my little boat made out of just Legos that I happen to have. And then we found we even had a little bit more fun when we went outside and looked for things in nature, and we just got some tape, and he made this cool raft that he wants to know if it will float. It's got some leaves on there and bark. And also I made a raft / boat looking thing with tape and leaves. If you do go out to nature, make sure that you ask an adult if it's okay if you use certain things, because there's certain flowers that you can't really pick, okay? But yes, super fun. Let's start off and see what happens when we put this raft in the water. Will it sink or will it float? Let's take a look. Dun, da, da, da. And our cotton ball is still floating, by the way. Just got wet. Whoa! Okay, what did it do? It sank. Okay, those holes must have made it get just a little bit too much water in there. let's try this next boat. Will it sink or float? Okay, so I guess not having the holes helped. Okay, let's try the next one. Okay, now we have this raft my son made. That's really cool. It's floating so nicely. What a nice little raft. And here's mine. Let's see if it floats or sinks. What do you think? Man, did I get it so it'll fit in there? It's floating. How cool. Okay, ready for the extension? That is when we're gonna take what we've already done and add even a teensy bit more challenge. Here it is. See, if you're building your raft or item that will float, and it floats, I want you to try this next challenge. I want you to add 10 pennies to your floating device and see if it still will float. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Oh, it is making a difference. It's making a difference. My boat cannot stand the weight, and it's sinking, boys and girls. I didn't think it would actually sink, but those 10 pennies, they really caused a problem, and it's starting to go down. Okay, let's try the next one. Here you go. Want to gather those pennies for me? Thank you. Okay, my son's gonna try out his raft. It's a little bit wet. Here we go. I'll let you go ahead and put them on there. You can put those pennies, oops, sorry. You can put those pennies anywhere you want on your raft. Oh, those pennies make a difference, don't they? You might want to spread them out and see, like maybe over there. Yeah, put some over here. Oh, those pennies. They do make a difference, don't they?
Yeah. They're
Okay.
like so much weight. Look at.
I know. I was surprised too. Oh, look at that. It sank too. Okay, last boat. There's one more to try. Hello, little cotton ball. Okay.
See if this one will. Let's see over champion.
Okay, you grab the pennies. We'll put that in there. See if that cotton ball. And by the way, the cotton ball is deciding to think about sinking. It's starting to get so much water in it. Okay, let's try this one. Will you put the pennies in there with me? Here we go. Oh, buddy. Oh, no. There's some type of little hole in my boat. Oh!
Oh, no.
It couldn't hold it either. Okay. That ends that little experiment. Pretty fun, though, huh? Okay, and there's our cotton ball still barely floating.
I experimented some more with the cup holder thing, and I learned that the cup holder can hold all 10 pennies.
Wow.
A carrot, and the crayon.
Starting to go down. Good job.
But then, once the eraser sticks on, it all falls off.
Thanks, buddy. Okay, boys and girls, thanks so much for being a part of that lesson and exploring with me the different things that happen when you put the items in water, if they'll sink or float, making hypotheses about it. We can't wait to see which challenge you decide to do on those pages, and also to see what happens when you do the extension. It's going to be pretty cool to see.